So you may remember this was the jellyfish tank that the Gulf of Mexico jellies went into. And at different times there have been polyps that have appeared at different points. And right back there is a cluster of them. I'm going to try to siphon them out or scrape them off and siphon them out.
The appeal of these jellyfish polyps is the fact that they are the results of Gulf of Mexico jellyfish. In other words, the Gulf of Mexico typically is 75 to 85 degrees. This could result in a strain of moon jellyfish polyps that would be able to survive in a system without a refrigeration unit. And so I'm going to use a small length of airline siphon tubing and an acrylic slide as a scraper or a means of dislodging those polyps and then immediately sucking them up or vacuuming them up with that airline siphon. And if you look real close, you can see the polyps along with the debris that we've collected in the bottom of this container. We're going to use a turkey baster to try to remove the polyps only, and we'll introduce these into the new combo system.
Since the original pump, the stronger pump, the 190-gallon-hour pump with the threaded end and the nice flat secure bottom, that worked well, created enough flow in the system originally, is the pump we want to go back to. But we have to figure out some way to eliminate the back pressure. And I think the answer is to not go to a 3-valve system, because the third would extend it even longer way out here, and that's just going to curl back in here. Not a quality looking system. I do think the answer, though, might have something to do with taking this threaded end off and somehow incorporating a valve here that deposits that water directly back into the wet-dry filter may be the answer.
What we have come up with is an additional manifold. This one includes a butterfly valve as the bypass that drops the water, the excess water, right on top of the wet-dry trickle filter. But as it turns out, for as slick as the bypass and butterfly valve were, every time we restricted the flow, the pump began to chatter again. As a result, we've decided to step up to the more utilitarian version, which is a much stronger pump, 200 gallons per hour.
So we've put the new water pump on, reconnected all the hoses, we're now ready to plug it in, give it a try and see what happens. So far so good. I think we're successful. So there's the new water pump. We're going to have to make this filter compartment just a little bit wider or longer to accommodate it, but without using any of the bypass valve being closed, we are pumping water in to what I'll call the polyp chamber, which is where all the polyps are at. Come on, autofocus. Those being all jellyfish polyps with some debris. And that water in turn exits through the overflow hole into the faceted side, and this is the side where the greatest amount of back pressure occurred and it was because of this little spray bar. And now apparently the stronger pump can deal not only with the back pressure, but by forcing quite a bit of water, capably being able to force quite a bit of water through that little restricted spray bar, it definitely is creating a circulation within this side of the tank. You can see the debris that it's stirred up, and that's exactly the kind of flow that we're looking for to keep jellyfish polyps suspended. So I think we have success and may even be able to eliminate the cost of that valve, or that need for that valve, because there's no bypass at this time. So we can remove that valve out of the scenario. And if someone wanted to incorporate a refrigeration unit into it, they would add their own T, because these are all thread fittings. They would add their own T and discharge a portion of their water off from the T into their refrigeration unit, and then somehow bring that back up into the tank, allowing it to be a cold water system. So I think we have created a new product, the Polyp Ephyra combo system. We're going to call it the P&E combo system. System meaning it has the filter built into the end, so it's a totally self-sustained unit unless you need a refrigeration unit. So I'm very pleased with that.
So now we've got a product. Here's my first attempt at advertising it. Developed originally for jellyfish polyps and ephyra, meet the P&E combo system. It features a parent or maternity chamber and a rotation or a suspension chamber. There is a widescreen exit which uses a spray bar to push loitering larvae away, a capable wet-dry biofilter, a reliable, quiet, and strong water pump. Water is distributed via a 2-valve manifold and separate return lines. We securely package our product and are ready to ship to you. This is our tank-only version, and before I turn it into a video or a commercial, I'll drop you off here, because even though I get to play in my aquarium hobby, it's still a business, and I have to keep moving forward.